Have you ever wondered if your heart gives you warning signs years before a problem shows up? What if I told you that your body might be whispering its warning, not through pain or discomfort, but through how much you move each day? A fascinating new study in JAMA Cardiology suggests many people start slowing down up to 12 years before they're diagnosed with heart disease. And in some cases, the biggest drop in activity happens just before trouble strikes. We all know staying active is good for our hearts. Doctors recommend at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week, like brisk walking, cycling, or swimming. But what happens when that activity starts to fade? This study followed over 3,000 adults for decades, tracking their physical activity patterns and linking them to who developed cardiovascular disease, things like heart attacks, strokes, and heart failure. The data came from the coronary artery risk development in young adult study, CARDIA. It began in 1985-1986, enrolling thousands of healthy adults aged 18 to 30 from diverse U.S. cities. Over more than 35 years of follow-up, researchers repeatedly measured their moderate to vigorous physical activity, or MVPA. This gave scientists a rare, long-term view of how movement changes with age and how those changes predict disease. Here's what they found. On average, people who later developed cardiovascular disease began showing a measurable drop in activity about 12 years before diagnosis. It wasn't just a small fluctuation. It was a steady, gradual decline compared to people who stayed healthy. Then, about 2 years before the first heart event, activity dropped sharply, almost like sliding downhill. It's as if the body was already shifting into a lower gear well before symptoms appeared. The patterns varied by race and gender. Black men showed a steady decline starting in young adulthood, continuing into midlife. Black women had the lowest activity levels across adulthood. White participants, on average, maintained higher activity levels for longer, but still showed declines before disease onset. These differences reflect social and environmental factors, like neighborhood safety, park access, work schedules, and cultural norms. This matters because it creates a decade-long window for prevention. If we can identify declining activity early, we can act before heart damage becomes severe, long before symptoms force someone to seek help. Why would people slow down years before diagnosis? Three main theories: subclinical disease, early heart or vessel changes cause fatigue, making movement less appealing. Other health problems, obesity, arthritis, or diabetes may limit mobility. Lifestyle changes, job demands, family duties, or unsafe exercise spaces gradually reduce activity. Whatever the cause, reduced movement is both a red flag and a risk factor. Why is MVPA so powerful for heart health? It lowers blood pressure, improves cholesterol, controls blood sugar, helps maintain healthy weight, reduces inflammation, improves heart muscle efficiency. It's not just exercise, it's medicine for your heart. Prevention strategies include track your activity, fitness tracker or pedometer. Start small. 10 minutes of brisk walking can make a difference. Move daily, stairs, walking meetings, parking farther. Address barriers early, pain, time limits, or safety concerns. Focus on high-risk groups, especially where safe, affordable activity spaces are lacking. This is also a public health call. Prevention shouldn't wait for the first chest pain. We need safe sidewalks, affordable gyms, workplace wellness programs, and culturally relevant fitness opportunities to make activity the easy choice. Now, think about yourself. Are you moving more, less, or about the same as 5 years ago? If you notice a steady decline, don't wait for a doctor to mention it. Take action now. Your heart will thank you later. Bottom line, your body often sends early warnings. You just need to listen. If you're moving less and you don't know why, it could be your heart asking for help, years before crisis hits. Stay active, stay aware, and keep your heart strong. If you enjoy the content here, subscribing is the best way to stay connected and never miss an update. Your support helps me create even more amazing videos, and I want to hear from you. Leave a comment with your thoughts, questions, or just to say hi. Engaging with you makes this journey so much more rewarding. Plus, I love getting to know what you want to see next. So hit that subscribe button and let's keep the conversation going.